Hi guys, welcome back to CodeMine. Carry here and hope you guys are enjoying C programming tutorial at our channel CodeMine. In the next topic we will talk about the looping statement. And in C programming we have a three loops, right? Like a for loop, then we have a while loop, then we have a do while loop. So in this video we will talk about all of three loops. So what is the difference in that and how we can use that into a C programming. So before starting the video, I just want to request the guys who new on this channel, please do hit the red subscribe button and hit the bell icon for the notification of upcoming videos. And the guys who directly watching this video, we have a complete tutorial of C and the list of course is given into the description. It's a complete playlist and you guys can go through the C tutorial one by one, right? So let's start with this video. For loop, what is that? So in for loop we have, first of all we need to understand what is the flow of a loop. So loop is basically to consistently repeatedly execute a block until our some condition is not come false or we did not match a certain condition, right? So for example, we have a startup program here. In simple, we are talking about for loop. Here we have a condition check. We will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the block and it will go again back to the check, right? It will, if the condition is true, it will check again the condition. Condition true, it will execute the block, again come back to the, so this will be the circle until this condition is not false, right? If the condition is true, it will keep executing this block like this. If the condition is false, like here, it will go out of loop and the program will be terminated, right? So that is the job of a for loop and all loops behave like this. And we have a for loop syntax here. In for loop, first of all we have initialization. We need a variable to initialize here to set a value of that variable. Then we have a certain condition. Until our condition is true here, our execution will be repeating itself, right? And then we have an increment. We will increment that variable's value, right? Then we have a block of statement here, right? So that is a for loop. For example, we have a one example here, that is for int I is equal to 1 and I less than equal to 10 and I plus plus. So what is, how it will execute? And here in this block we have write down printf slash percentage d comma I. We are printing here a value. So what is that? So for then int I is equal to 1. So what will happen? The value of I is 1 at first time execution, right? And it will check if I is less than 10. Yes, it's less than 10. Then from here the control will go to here, right, for this line, and we will print 1 here, and the condition was true previously, so it will go back to now this place. It will increment the value, right? It will increment the value, then again the condition will check 2. Now the value will be 2. 2 is less than 10. Yes, so it will go back to, so this thing will check at the first time of loop, right? The initialization. Rest of the time we will check only this. So the condition 2 is less than 10. Yes, so it will print 2. Then it will go back to I plus plus. 3 less than 10. Yes, 3 print. 4 until it's 10, it will keep printing this thing. Now for example, let's talk about the last iteration that we have print 10 and it will go back to here and it will become 11. 11 is less than equal to 10. No, it's not less than equal to 10, and we will get here out of, now the condition is false, so we will get out of for loop. So we will see this program into our editor and we will execute this program and we will see the execution of a for loop. So here we have a program loops.c. So we will do all the loops in this session. So we have a hash include, here we have a std io.h, right, and main, and in void main we have a for loop, and in for you guys can see now automatically my editor have some setting, it is giving me some syntax. So what is happening here, count, instead of count I can write down 10 here is equal to, right, and here I am mentioned 1. So what is happening now, I is equal to I plus plus, or you guys can write down anyway. So here we have a value, and you guys can see here that we can see the logic now. Print f slash n, we will print here new line, so that we can get the output into a new line, right. And here we have percent %d, and in percentage %d we will print I, right, and we will see the output, and here we will print f in new line v out of loop, right, and we will see here now switch. No, our program is loops, and we will write down it as a loops, and we have an issue here. Okay, we cannot put a space here, it should be similar, right. So that was the issue, so we need to do loops, right. So you guys can see now 1 to 10, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so that is that out of loop now. So you guys can see now clearly how we are getting this 1 to 10 print. We int is I is equal to 1, right, it will print it out, right, value of I is now like 2, it will go back to here, 2 is less than 10, print it out, 3 is less than 10, print it out, then 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. If when the 10 is print, it will go back to here and it will increment the value, then we will check the condition. Okay, 11 is, now the value is 11, 11 is less than 10, no, 11 is greater than, so we will got out of this loop. So that is the job of a for loop in a C programming language. So that is very important to understand, and in the next topic we will talk about the while loop. So what is that? So first of all we need to understand the for loop and the while loop. Overall functionality is very similar, there is no difference if you use for loop or a while loop. The work will do both of, the job of both is very similar, right. You guys can see there is no difference in a diagram, right. You guys can see in while loop and for loop there is no change, just a syntax, just a difference of a syntax. So what is that? In while, in for loop what we do increment within the loop like this way, right. But in for loop we do the increment this way, where in while we have only one condition. So the structure is very similar. If you see the flow, we have a startup program, we have a condition here, the block statement will executed until our condition is true, right. Our condition is true, it will execute and execute. Once our condition is false, it will exit from the loop and our program will be terminated. So you guys can see here we have a very simple syntax of a while. We need to write down while, then we have a condition, and we have a block of while where we write down statement where we can increment or decrement the values in the condition. For example, we have a I is equal to 1 here, right. So initialization is not possible, and you cannot increment the value in the while also, right. So we have simple a condition like if, right. So we have a while I is less than equal to 10, which means until I is less than or equal to 10 we will keep execute this loop block, right. So what we are doing here, we are printing this value and here we are incrementing I, right. So what will happen now, I is equal to 1, I is less than equal to 10, yes, I is less, I will print and we will increment the value of I. So 1 will print, then here the I become 2, 2 is less than 10, yes 2 will print. Now it will become 3 here, 3 is less than 10, 3 will print, and 4, 4 is less than 10, the 4 will print. So it will keep repeating and increment itself until the value become 10. 10 will print here because 10 is less than equal to 10, yes 10 is equal to 10, and we will print 10 here. And now we need to careful here that 10 is become 11 here, right, line number here. And when we go back to the condition, now 11 is less than equal to 10, no, it's false now, so it will go out of loop and we will see this kind of output 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So what we will do now, we will do a practice of a while loop also, right? So we will write down here starting a while loop, right? So what we will do, we will write down here a slash n, or but we can do a int a is equal to 1, right? So we have a while here. So in while, what we can do, we simply a is less than equal to 10. So we can printf slash percentage d space a and a plus plus, right? And simply we can writing down here, we will print out of for loop, and we will write down out of while loop. So we have simply write down a is equal to 1, then we have a while a is less than equal to 10, and printf percentage d a plus plus, and it will keep printing the a until the value of a become 11, right? So we will see the execution here. So we will compile the program so you guys can see the output now. Starting the while loop 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 9 10. So it's very easy here. So a is 1, we will execute it until the a become 11, right? So we are able to print the values from 1 to 10. So the next loop is we have in this programming, that is do while loop. So do while loop is bit different from the while loop and for loop, and it's also known as a exit control loop, and our for and while loop is a entry control loop. Why it's an entry control loop? You guys can see the diagram. In the while loop and in the for loop, first of all we check the condition, then we execute the statement. So which means at the entry of the block we check the condition, right? So that is the reason for and a while loop is a entry controls loop, and in the do while is a exit control loop. Why? Because here we print the statement once, and then after the printing the block we use, or after executing the block we check the condition later on. So if we have a scenario where if our condition is false and we want to execute a block one time, right, then we use do while. In the do, what will happen? It will directly execute this statement block, and then it will check this condition. If the condition is true, then only it will do this thing, right? It will it will execute the statement, and then again it will, if the condition is true, then only the do will execute, otherwise it will print one time and go out of the loop, right? So the rest of the functionality is very simple, similar to the do, for and while, but do while at least print statement once if the condition is false from the beginning, but the for and while loop will not print anything if the condition is false from beginning, but the do while will print once. So we will see a catch here. So we are starting do while, right? So you guys will see here int b is equal to 1, right? and we have here do, and in do we have printf. We will get this thing so that we can save our time. So here we have this thing, and we will do b, right? We are printing b here, and here we will check while b is greater than equal to less than equal to 10. Simple, right? So we have slash n here out of do while loop, right? So you guys can see here. So we will execute this program and we will see the output. So you guys can see now, in the case of do while, what we are getting? We are getting 10, right? Output is similar. Why? Because execution, but when b become 10 and when we print b 10, right? Here we print b 10 and b become 11 here, and now we have check condition and it will go out of that loop. For example, we will print here 11, right? You guys can see a catch now. So we have a, so you guys can see we are able to view the output at do while. Why? Value is 11, it will directly print the value become 12. 12 is lesser than equal to 10, no. So at that time it goes out of that block. So that is the exit control loop. For example, if I put the value of 11, so you guys can see the output now. So in the case of while, I am also at the beginning of loop, my condition is false, and in do my first check is also false. So let's see what will happen. So I compile the program, I execute the program. You guys can see at the time of while I didn't get anything. The output is blank. Why? Because it's an entry control loop. It checked first condition, so the condition is false, it will not print anything. And if I talk about do while will first of all execute the statement, then check the condition, so it print 11. So that is the reason we call it as a exit control loop, and where in some programs we need to print statement at least one, whether our condition is true or false, that doesn't matter. So in that case we do use do and while, right? Do while. So this is about loops in a C programming, and if you guys have any query, any question related to the any loops, you guys can comment into the comment box and we will do a separate videos on that issue. And please do subscribe our channel by hitting the red subscribe button below this video, and do not forget to hit the bell icon for the notification of upcoming videos, and share your this channel with your friends and family, because we have a very hard working team to educate the people on a very low cost, or you guys can say the free cost. So thanks for watching, have a very good day.